Welcome everyone to Cloud Delight YouTube channel, and this is the place where we learn technology. Today we will be walking you through on the guard duty practical part, hands-on part. Previously we have seen the theory section of guard duty where we have seen that it is one of the security services offered by AWS for us to scan our resources which are running inside AWS account. So guard duty is specifically meant for an intelligent threat protection for accounts and workloads, and it is easy to deploy and scale, and we will be able to integrate this with machine learning and a lot of other things as well. Now, some of the use cases which we have already seen is on the protect compute workloads and protect your AWS credentials, whichever is populating as part of compliance, protect your data stored in AWS S3 buckets, and lot more. So this is the place where we will see a hands-on section of the same. And now, as you know, we have logged into the AWS console, and if you search in the services guard duty and check, this is the place where you will be landing. And for you, since I've already turned it on, for you it might ask for turn on guard duty or enable guard duty. Just click on that enable guard duty and it will ask for service level roles. Select the default one and delegate administration access. Give if you want to delegate any other access as well. So select those things, the options whatever it shows, and then click on enable guard duty. You will be able to see this page once you enable it. So in multi account strategy, the main thing what you can do is you can enable guard duty in the management account or the security account. If you have a separate account to manage all security findings, then you will be able to see all the other account details in a centralized management fashion. So this is how you will be able to enable and use the guard duty. Now, what are the possible things what you can do with guard duty is that the protection plans offered are S3 protection. You will be able to protect S3 data. EKS protection, if you see here, EKS audit log monitoring, EKS runtime monitoring, manage agents automatically. So these are some of the things which are available. You can edit these and then save changes to enable these things if you have any EKS workloads. Since I don't have anything running on my account specifically, I'm just showing you the options which are available. So this is possible. Now with S3 protection, it is already enabled by default whenever you enable guard duty on your account. Now I'm running on a free trial, 30 days. Free trial is offered by AWS for us to see how this guard duty actually works. It does not cost you anything for 30 days, post which they have their own pricing, which you can check in the pricing URL of AWS. So this is S3 protection is enabled by default. Malware protection, if you have any EC2 instances running on your account and you want to scan that, you will be able to use this. I'll just quickly use one of the EC2 instances which I just launched, and then we will give the ARN of that in the guard duty for it to scan for any malware which is available. So let me quickly grab the ARN of this. Okay, so we will check for the ARN. I'll just take the instance ID and give that. Copy. Here, we'll have to give in this fashion ARN. I'm not sure where exactly I'll get it immediately. So I'll just give it as EC2 colon US East -1 I'm running, and my account ID, I'll just quickly grab my account ID colon instance and then slash my instance ID. I'm going to give my instance ID. I'm clicking on start scan. We'll see what are the malware it will find, since it is an AWS offered uh, EC2 instance with I have not enabled anything on top of that. It should be a clean instance. Now if you see here on demand, it's running, the scan is running. So let's keep this scan going on the malware scans. Now the next thing is on Next thing is RDS protection. We'll come back to that. RDS login activity monitoring is also enabled by default for anything related to Aurora databases. Lambda protection, again, it is also monitored for network activity logs from your account. So that is also enabled. If you click on the account section here in the GuardDuty, you will get to see all the organizations and member accounts if you have any other members, or how do you enable GuardDuty and do a centralized management from one of the accounts which you identify as a management account for security. You have to add account and then give your account ID and email address and then click on next, and you will be able to enable and invite the member accounts to GuardDuty. So this is how you will be able to bring in the other accounts to management under one single account. Now we'll go back to malware scan, and it is still running. If we see here, if you can see invoked on demand, affected resources, this, what is the time, what is the volume attached, all these things will be shown up here. Scan results are these things. If it finds any malware, then it will show up that malware, and then we will be able to do the remediation things as well. Now here in the settings section, I have a sample findings. How does a GuardDuty sample, if you have resources running in your account, how does that sample looks like? So generate a sample findings, and then if you click on findings, these are some of the samples which are available for you to check on a real-time basis how exactly that does work. Now, IAM user Parrot Linux, if you click on this, API generated, invoked, remote host and all, and if you see the target, access key, principal ID, everything, the instance details, everything will be shown up here. Okay, the action, generate findings, the actors, the additional information, everything will be shown up here. Since it is sample, you will not get no unusual behavior detected, so that is, it is clean. Now another thing, if you want to check any other things, you will be able to find it as well. These are samples, it is all dummy values that they generate, but you will be able to see the findings in this way. So these all the things which you will be able to do it. And also there is one important thing is that this can be integrated with Security Hub, where Security Hub will give more visualization and detailing around the security findings in AWS. So these are the things which we'll have to remember: S3 protection, EKS protection, malware protection, RDS protection, and Lambda protection are some of the protection plans. And you will have samples which can be generated, and also you can do malware scans specific to instances also. If you are running any production sensitive instance, you want to scan for us malwares, then you will be able to do it from GuardDuty as well. So these are some of the important things which you will have to keep in note with the theory, whatever we have covered as part of GuardDuty. So this is all we had to show you. So one last thing is that if in case after 30 days you don't want to continue this GuardDuty, you can still disable it. Disable GuardDuty, and then you will not be charged post that. This is a disclaimer that 30 days after you enable, you will get charged. So be careful once you enable it to avoid costs. If you are just trying out, don't forget to disable it. So until we meet again, thank you so much.